Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking shut up.
This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Well, we've just had it confirmed that Ukad have cleared Conor Benn to fight. If he wanted to fight in the UK tomorrow, he could do so. This news has just come out literally 20 minutes ago, Gareth. So get your initial reaction to it.
Well, we've only heard it from, as far as I know at the moment, we've only heard it from Conor Benn and we've heard it from Eddie Hearn. We haven't had an official, as far as I've seen so far, nothing's come out while we're talking yet from the boards and from Ukad, so I haven't got any of those details from them. Just want to make that clear. But obviously Conor Benn has made a statement. Eddie Hearn has called Conor Benn. I've watched that. Ben said it's a year from hell is over. It was a year that the tests were first made public, or were made public to them, not to all of us. He's done the right thing, and that's fantastic for him. He's been exonerated, and he can now get on with his career, according to them. But I'm sure there'll be a statement from Ukad. It might even happen while we're talking, a statement from Ukad and a statement from the board. I'm very pleased for him. Contrary to what Conor might think of myself or others who've commented on it or written about it or broadcast about it all the way through, all I've ever urged is that he do a hearing, because the testing system in boxing needs hearings. It's an inherently dangerous sport. The whole case has zigzagged for 10 months. I think they needed to build their case. They needed to find the evidence to support this. So it's taken time. And that's why and the Sports Tribunal. But, I want to say they've wasted time, but maybe they haven't. Maybe they needed that whole time and that process to go through. I still think there were a few ill-advised movements. People were doing their job and commenting on it at the time, which you have to do. But I'm delighted for Conor Benn. I'm delighted for Eddie Hearn sticking with him. It's a good news story for boxing, because it hung like a pall over the sport while they were going to carry on with an event without this going ahead. God knows what happens now in terms of they did need to do due diligence and the process, because you can't just go, oh, well, I'm innocent. They've proven it. They've got to prove it. And obviously they've gone down the route of contaminated eggs, which has worked, and which was the thing that the WBC came up with when he presented his case to them. So, yes, it's good news for him, and it's good news for boxing. Yeah, you were breaking up during the question. That's all. I was getting. The skeptics may feel that he served a 1-year ban. Well, the skeptics may still not believe him, but they have to now, because he's been exonerated, as that will no doubt come out later in the day and tomorrow with statements and so on. But the only person and the only people responsible for him serving a 1-year ban are the VADA test and the WBC test that showed traces of metabolites of clomiphene. What they've proven, according to what we've been told in the last April, May, June, last 3-4 months, is the metabolites in his system weren't caused by a chemical form of clomiphene. They were caused by a pill. They were caused by the consumption of eggs, and that's what the scientist and his doctors talked about and have been very open about. That they've established that the metabolites in his system have been from consumption, not from food consumption, not from a pill. But I mean, strangely, still, you do have to point out that when the WBC said it could be because of eggs, Conor didn't accept that. He thought it was the testing process in the lab, if you remember, that he wasn't happy about. So, look, he was looking for an answer to what he obviously felt, and he's been justified now in saying, you know, look, I haven't gone out there and cheated. I haven't done anything deliberately to cheat. So, you know, he's come through. All I've advocated the entire time is they have a hearing. The hearing's happened. He's been exonerated, you know, and I'm so pleased he's done that before he fights, because it gives him a clean sheet. Like you say, he has been out for a year, longer than that actually. If you go back to his last performance, so it's 15 months. It's over 15. He'll be hungry to get back in there. He's become a bigger name through the process. He's got some big fights to have out there. There's a massive welterweight fight this weekend. I think he should get himself over against them over in mixed.
Yeah. All right, Gareth. Well, I know I'm not going to say where you are, but you're abroad and you're going to be coming back very soon. So I appreciate.
I'm in Venice. I'm in Timbuktu. I'm in Timbuktu. I'm finally here in Timbuktu.
Well, don't miss your flight home from Timbuktu to London, and we'll speak soon.
All right. See you later. Cheers.
Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Ukad Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
You get up, you dress up, and you fucking shut up.